All right, this one's pretty involved with things that you haven't really messed around with yet. Um, there's a lot of what would be typically blues chords. Um, they're like broken up pieces of chords. Why bother putting the fingers down for something if you're going to be using an open for an A or an open for an E? You don't need to involve that in anything you're doing. I've got a really rudimentary understanding of it. Um, we'll see what happens. Standard tuning starts on a second fret of the A string, so that's a B, right? Slides up to the 7th fret, grabs a quick E, and other than trying to make the rest of it musical, getting the timing of that mute in has been hell for me, because I tend to mute before I hit it. And then you're going to take your pointy finger and put it on the 7th fret of the E string, and your middle finger, or your ring, whichever you want to do, on the 8th fret of the B string. And you're going to bend your middle as you're playing. So. And you can mess around with which fingers you do, or do them all at the same time, or break it up. And then there's an open E thrown in after that, and it runs again. Another open E, and it's going to be on the 10th fret, the 9th fret, the 7th fret, then again 10th fret, 9th fret, 7th fret, 8 of the B to an open E. So whoops. And then it's going to do, like I said, to an open A, 2nd fret of your B string, and you're going to hammer onto the 3rd fret of your B string. Then grab your 3rd fret of your G string and open. So it's open A, 1st fret of your B string, hammer on to the 2nd fret of your B string, 3rd of your E, oops, come on. All right, that's kind of the D portion of it, and then you're going to grab an open G string and hammer on your finger and pinch your E, because that pointy finger on your 1st fret of your G string is part of your E chord, right? And then you're going to do some upstrokes. And then it's going to do kind of within the E chord, it's going to do a little run. 2nd fret of your D string, open D, 2nd fret of the A string, open A, 3rd fret of your G string, open E. Okay, returns to the A for a little bit more diddling. Listen to the song is the best way to figure out the way that goes. And then it takes 4th fret with your, just because I don't need my pointy in this, 4th fret with your ring finger on your 4th fret. For God's sake. Ring finger on your 4th fret of your E string, middle finger on the 4th fret of your G string. You're skipping that B, but you're keeping your fingers right in there to mute it. You want to hear that tone and that tone, but you don't want to hear that B. So back to the E again. That's kind of the basic progression, and then he does it again. Whoops, back to the E. Sorry. For a little strumming, I don't know the song yet. And then there's times where when he does that run, where'd we go? Instead of doing the G, E there, he does the G, E there. So they're the same, right? That's more of a strike. Anyhow, that's the basics of it. There is a guy who does it out there online. I'll send that to you as well. I didn't know what he did that I understood that he'd do that you'd be frustrated with. So I think I mimicked what he did with some explanation that didn't include confusing you with chords and so on and so forth. Other than that, hopefully it helps and gets you started.